I sat with a bunch of guys, and you know the way you're drinking and you're all on the tipple, and one story leads to another, and they're intertwined, and then you find yourself someone is speaking from their chest, kiani kwa kifua, and they are speaking so badly about how someone changed. And I said, we have to have this discussion. We have to have this conversation here. I like learning with you because every time we have these conversations, you and I learn a thing or two from each other. Do you believe past experiences change people, and how? First, I'm going to start with not a disclaimer, but this should be our footnote. This is what we should lead with. Allow people to change. It is okay. Change. The only thing in this world that is constant is change. People are meant to change. It is the natural order of things. People are meant to change. You're not even a chair. Just think about it. Even a glass, with proper use, you're going to get a chip or two on it. Things are meant to change. When something remains the same, then there's a problem. It means it's not going through the process or any process, right? So that's what I want to start with people are going to change. The good or bad remains entirely upon them, whether they decide which route they're going to take or which course they're going to take. But people are meant to change. But three things that I've found change the way people are, because I am a parent to an almost 8-year-old. In a few days she'll be 8, and imagine we are given from the product manufacturer, aka God, life, the universe, however you say it or however you call it, the genesis of this all. We are given a blank canvas, and then we fill it with what we want. So there's so many stimulus. There's the parents and caregivers, nannies included. There's when they go to school, so teachers, a lot of stimulus, a lot of things around them, things they'll listen to, things they'll watch, things they'll see. So childhood plays a big part on how someone's brain is going to be formed. So we all change in that regard. Cindy, you are born maybe calm and chill, and then slowly you start adapting into and growing into the person you're eventually going to grow up to be. But then there's traumas. You have a near-death experience. You have an uncle who touches you. Your parent dies when you are young. Your puppy dies when you are young. You people move from your house because your dad has lost their job and you have to move to another city, Eldoret, Mombasa, and you grew up in Buruburu, Westlands, South B, South C. So childhood, upbringing will change someone. And traumatic effects, traumatic events, an accident, when you meet someone and you speak to them and they're almost a stranger, just calm the F down. I didn't finish the word, the word, Jeff. Just calm down. Something happened to change this person. Before you sit and judge, or before you cast this person, throw them to the dogs, to the doghouse, and say, this person is awful, this person is this person is that, pretentious, fake. Just think about the reason, the genesis. Why is this person not the person you knew before? Something happened. We really put people in our little boxes, and how dare they come out of them. And it's so sad to watch. And we all do it, by the way, very naturally, unknowingly, sometimes knowingly. But I really have tried lately to be so conscious with how I look at people. And you will call it empathy, but I just feel like empathy is the larger conversation. I just stop sometimes, and many people that I would hate a long time ago, I pity. And I'm like, it's so sad that this person is cruel or mad or angry, because many times you can't give what you don't have. You know, out of the abundance of it is some small will remain that you can give someone. I can extend courtesy. Let me give you, for instance, my producer, Jeff. Jeff has been here since 3 o'clock in the morning because he was holding fort for Edna. She was not here for whatever reason, right? He didn't have to sit in on this show. I didn't even want him to come to work today. I had tricked him and told him today we're resting because I knew how much he had been doing for me last week, doing for the Quach family in silence. A lot. And then he traveled by road. He came back. So he was like, are we going to work tomorrow? I'm like, you just chill. He's like, I know there's a show tomorrow and I'm going to be there. I was like, let me just let him rest so that tomorrow he can come and bring his A game. He's come. He's not brought his Z game. I'm just saying, I understand that he is there and he wants to be present even when he doesn't have to be because of things that happen in his life. Maybe he was raised to be dependable. Maybe someone wasn't dependable and he said, I'm always going to be the person who shows up even when I don't have to. Always sometimes just look back and try to justify people's actions. You live very lightly in this world. Another thing that changes people, in my opinion, is travel, being away from home. When, let's say, you are thrust into a different environment, your parents send you off, ship you off to India to go to school, for instance. They send you to South Africa to go to school. You go to Uganda to do your A-levels there. That is going to change the person that you are not going to come back the same. Good or bad, whatever the change will be. But just, who are you to be the police of change? You don't want people to change. Let's let people change. Let's let people be. Let's let people go through their journeys and stop fixing ourselves forcefully, juxtaposing ourselves in people's stories. Let people just try and help where you can. Try, and if this person isn't for you, do says peace in the Middle East, just let them be, exit stage left. But it's really bad when you sit with adults and they are having a conversation of how someone changed. Oh, money changed them, fame changed them, XYZ changed them. People are meant to change. If you haven't changed, then you're not growing. You're not living, you're not growing, you're the problem. And I want to hear from you. Ebu niambieni,